Hello everyone, welcome to the bench. This is a bit of a bench update because I haven't done any videos and I do humbly apologise due to the fact that some awful thing called work has got really in the way of whatever I've been trying to do on the bench. So I will try to do better, but work is work. Anyway, less about that and more about what's in front of the camera. Yes, it is the Tamiya 148 Harrier, and it's not quite finished. We're not quite over the finish line yet, but we're not a million miles away from it. And I've got to say, for everyone that said, "Oh, Dave, it's a dog of a kit, it's this, it's that, fit issues, blah blah blah," do you know what? It's not turned out too bad. I think I have successfully created a silk purse from a sow's ear, and it's looking pretty damn good. I've got some work to do on the support legs and some touching up to do on the undercarriage, and I do believe there's about 2, maybe 4 decals to go on. Then I'm going to put do a full matte coat all over. Yeah, I'll have to mask the canopy. I took that off a bit early. Then I'm going to go over it with a satin finish, because the photographs that I've seen, this has a bit of a sheen to it in real life. So we will try to replicate that. And I'm going to put a bit of a very thinned neutral wash over the whole aircraft, just to try and take the newness of the paint off of it a little bit. But otherwise, I've got to say, I'm very happy with it. At one point I thought this was going to be the standard thing of this will end up being some sort of weathering mule, paint mule, decal mule, but I've got to say it's not turned out too bad. I'm quite pleased with it. So that's what we've got. That's what we've done so far. I've been mainly concentrating on, because the reason for doing this, or a couple of reasons for doing this. One, this was very kindly sent to me by Mr. Ross Metlock, so thank you very much for that, mate. I hope when you see this video, I hope you will be pleased at what I've done and how it's looking. And the second reason, the 1/24 TIFF that I'm building for M4H, yeah, it got a little bit, dare I say, fretful, and yeah, it was about 2 inches away from flying across the floor, and I thought, no, we need to stop, and we need to step away from it, because this one does not belong to me, it belongs to M4H. So this came along, and this has been a nice little break build from doing the TIFF. So hopefully when I've finished all this off, I can go back to the TIFF and pretty much get that one across the line and get that back to Malcolm. So that is the Harrier. Now this could come as a shock to some people, but other people will just sit there laughing. Yes, Fester and Fox, you are totally responsible for this. The blame is completely all yours. Yes, Dave is doing Warhammer. So we've got the Snaz wagon, and I've also got the custom booster blaster, I think is the right thing. But I'm doing my own thing on this then, which is not unusual. So I've printed off this ball and chain and an arm, and I've fixed it on, but I need to do some weld seams on there and they're going to be really, really rough because this is orcs, and orcs don't do anything smooth. It's always rough and ready, and that'll do. So I need to do that. I need to take this off because I'm going to put another one on, which is somewhere in this box of resin greebles that I've printed off, and I can't find them in there at the moment, but they must be in there somewhere. If not, I'll just have to go and print some more off, which is a bit of a shame, but hey, that's the joys of having a 3D printer. Not quite sure what else I'm going to do with this. Oh yes, I've got some long spike things. I had a look on Thingiverse and typed in Gaslands, and I'm using some of that, and just before going for the print in the slicing software, I'm just scaling it up a little bit just so that it kind of fits in a little bit better. So that's what I'm working on at the moment with Colin on the Wednesday afternoon at the bench with the service. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's great fun. Lord only knows what colour scheme we're going to end up with. I've not even thought about that yet, but I am going to use the Vallejo game colour range to paint this. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't quite know where I'm going to go on it. Am I going to put any more resin parts on there? I was going to have a gas bottle in here. It's still something that I might come back to. I can feel it. I can feel a print coming on today. I really can. Yes, as he says, thinking while he's making a video. But that's the Snazwagon. Now another one that I've printed off is this. Hang on, let's take that. Is this rather grumpy, moody goblin. Now, I'm not quite sure what happened when I did the print, but it kind of sort of failed a little bit around the side of his face, which kind of gives him that gnarly look of he's been in a punch up or two. You know, he's had a few fisticuff arguments. Now he's got no hands on him because he's actually dragging a large wooden cart, so he's dragging this rather large wooden cart. I don't actually know what I'm going to put in it yet. I've not got that far, but as you can see, his hands are already on the arms of the cart. So that's those two. I've also printed off another one, and he's carrying, or his right hand is in a clenched fist, and in the left hand he's carrying a wrench because someone's broken something and he's disturbed him from his tea, so he's got to go and fix it. Moving on, we've got a couple of pilot figures, excuse me, that I've just sort of started. I'm working on these sort of slowly in the background as and when I feel like doing some figure work. Yeah, they're getting there. It's beginning to, they're beginning to take shape. There's still a long way for them to go yet, but we started off with some black primer, and then we've gone over them in a zenithal type way with some light grey primer just to pick out the highlight areas, and I've just started doing the leather flying jackets. So as you can see, yeah, there's an awfully long way for these to go yet, so it's not going to be coming off the bench anytime soon. Right, I'm just going to pause. Now, the other thing that I have been working on and I have finished is this is the little Meng Toon Lancaster. Now this, it didn't really take very long to do. It was done within sort of 15-20 minutes. The paintwork took a little bit longer. I used the Hataka brush paints for this one, and I like them. They worked very well. That's pretty much what I've been up to. What's next on the bench? Next on the bench will be to carry on with the TIFF. And I'm kind of thinking of doing the Tamiya 48 scale T34-85, because inside there's not a lot, but it'd be a nice little build to do alongside with the TIFF. I've kind of like the idea of having another kit on the go with doing the TIFF, because yeah, some of that build is not as straightforward as you might think it is, but I'll leave that for another video. So that, I believe, I haven't bought anything new. I bought some paints, but it's just paints. But no, I haven't bought anything. Yeah, it's been a bit of a lackluster time at the bench. Not really having much time to do it, but yeah, we're getting there. Hopefully the horrible work thing will sort itself out and settle down, and I'll get a bit more time at the bench. So I will simply say thank you very much for watching. Oh, don't forget, today is Remembrance Day. So to all those that have served, to all those that have fallen, thank you very much for your service. And on that note, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.